Good morning, ladies and gentlemen, our panelists, and all our honored guests. Thank you for joining us today. My name is Dayang Ani Aslinawati, and I will be your moderator for this session. Today, our goal is to discuss the pros and cons of outdoor learning versus traditional classroom learning, specifically for preschool children aged 4 to 6 years old. Before we start, I have a quick question. Who here prefer playing outside over sitting in class when you were a kid? Raise your hand. See, me too. That's why today's topic hits close to home for many of us, which is the effectiveness of outdoor learning compared to classroom learning for preschool children. To help us unpack this topic, I'm pleased to introduce our panel expert. Firstly, we have Ms. NURUL binti Ahmad ZUBIR, a preschool teacher with over years of experience. She works directly with children every single day. Welcome, teacher. Next, we have Dr. PUTRI binti SUHAIMI, a child psychologist. She will help us to understand this from the angle of cognitive and emotional development. Thank you for being here with us today. And lastly, we have Ms. ESMEJOELLE LANSOP representing the voice of parents. As a parent, I'm sure you have a lot of real-life experience to share. Welcome, Ms. Esme. Well, we have a teacher on the front line, a doctor looking through the science lens, and a parent speaking from the heart. We've got the perfect lineup. This should be a great discussion. So, teacher, from your observation, what's the most obvious difference you see in students when they learn outdoors versus in the classroom?
Thank you for Moderator Ani. I am Nur AFIQAH. As a preschool teacher, my opinion, the difference is night and day, honestly. In the classroom, I see complaints. Children sit, listen, follow instruction. That is important, of course. But outdoor, I see engagement, the quiet test. Child in class might suddenly become a leader when we collecting leaf. The child level hyperactive inside become focused for 20 minutes watching and their language explodes. They ask why 50 minutes more. Motor skill improves so fast. A child who struggles to hold a pencil and climb and balance well. So the main difference, indoor I teach them, outdoor they teach themselves, and I facilitate. Their curiosity lead the lesson. Thank you.
Well, that's then interesting, teacher. Thank you for your opinion. Well, next, doctor, from a psychological standpoint, how does outdoor learning impact the cognitive and social development of 4 to 6 years old?
Terima kasih moderator atas soalan tersebut. Assalamualaikum dan salam sejahtera kepada pensyarah serta rakan-rakan sekalian. Perkenalkan, saya Putri NURBAINUN binti SUHAIMI, panel yang mewakilkan bahagian psikologi kanak-kanak. Dari perspektif psikologi perkembangan, pembelajaran luar bilik darjah sangat berkesan untuk kanak-kanak berumur 4 hingga 6 tahun kerana mereka berada dari peringkat sensori, motor dan awal kognitif. Dari segi perkembangan kognitif, pembelajaran luar bilik darjah yang tidak berstruktur dan melibatkan pelbagai deria Apabila kanak-kanak menyentuh tanah, mendengar bunyi burung atau mengira langkah untuk lompat-lompat air, mereka sedang membina jaringan saraf otak. Ini dipanggil pembelajaran berasaskan pengalaman. Kajian menunjukkan ia meningkatkan kemahiran penyelesaian masalah, kreativiti dan daya tumpuan. Alam semula jadi juga dapat mengurangkan hormon stres, menjadikan kanak-kanak lebih tenang dan fokus apabila kembali ke kelas. Dari segi perkembangan sosial, ruang luar mengurangkan hierarki bilik darjah. Kanak-kanak perlu berunding, bekerjasama, membina suatu atau berkongsi permainan. Ini membina kemahiran penyelesaian konflik, empati, dan kepimpinan secara semajadi. Aktiviti seperti memanjat atau meneroka juga membina keyakinan diri atas ketahanan emosi. Terima kasih.
Thank you, Doctor, for your sharing. So next, we go for Miss Esme. So, Miss Esme, as a parent, what's your biggest concern when your child has a lot of outdoor lessons, safety or hygiene?
Thank you, Ms. Moderator. Firstly, I would like to introduce myself. I am ESMEJOELLE LANSOP and I am a mother of 3 kids. So on the question, honestly, as a mom, my first reaction was always safety and health. I worry about 3 things. Number 1, safety. What if my son falls and no teacher sees? What about strangers if it's outside school? Number 2, hygiene. Malaysia has dengue, HFMD. Laying in soil, is it clean? And number 3, academics. I'm paying fees. Will he still learn ABC and 1, 2, 3 or just play all day? But after talking to his teacher and seeing him come home, my perspective changed. He comes home dirty, yes, but he's also calm, he sleeps better, and he tells me stories about the blue bird we saw. So my concern now is not if they do outdoor, how the school manages the rest. Communication with parents is everything. Thank you.
Thank you, Miss Esme, for your sharing. So, we all know outdoor learning is great, but let's be real. Malaysia is hot, it's rain a lot, logistics are tough. So, is classroom learning still more practical? Let's start with you, teacher.
Okay. That's the real challenge for us teachers on the ground. Yes, classroom learning is more practical for control. I control the temperature, the material, the safety. With 25 kids, taking them out during our 2 p.m. sun is a health risk. And yes, KSPK has assessment we must complete. But practical does always mean most effective. So my workaround is micro outdoor. We don't need a field trip. We use the school corridor at 8 a.m. for big book reading. We use the shaded parking lot to draw shape with chalk. We bring nature in, leaf, rock, water in the tub. So classroom is our base, but we must be creative to bring outdoor benefits in even for 50 minutes a day. It's about teacher initiative, not just facilities. Thank you.
Thank you, Teacher Africa. So, Doctor, is there a risk of overstimulation if there's too much outdoor activity? When is the classroom actually the better option?
Terima kasih. Ya, benar. Keseimbangan sangat penting. Overstimulation berlaku apabila sistem saraf anak tidak menerima terlalu banyak rangsangan seperti bunyi bising, pergerakan dan perubahan yang berlebihan. Tanda-tandanya ialah mudah meragam, tantrum atau termenung kosong. Pembelajaran dalam bilik darjah lebih sesuai apabila melibatkan tugasan yang memerlukan fokus seperti belajar menulis huruf, asas matematik dan sesi bercerita. Persekitaran yang terkawal membantu kanak-kanak menumpukan perhatian. Selain itu, kanak-kanak yang mempunyai keperluan khas seperti masalah pemprosesan sensori juga lebih memerlukan persekitaran yang tenang dan stabil untuk mengawal diri. Jadi, bukan soal luar lawan dalam, tetapi kedua-duanya penting, perlu digunakan secara seimbang dan berstrategi. Terima kasih.
Thank you, Doctor. That is an interesting opinion from you. Well, Miss ESMEJOELLE, if your child's school did outdoor learning 3 times a week, but couldn't finish the 2 AFIQAH syllabus, would you be okay with that?
That's a tough one because as parents, we want what's best for our kids. We want our kids ready for standard 1. So if you tell me they can't finish syllabus, I will panic at first. But then I ask myself, what's the point of finishing syllabus if my child hates learning and can't even socialize? I'd rather a child who's 90% done with syllabus but is curious, resilient, and can solve problems than a child who is 100% done but burns out year 1. So my answer, I'm okay with it, with conditions. The school must prove to me that outdoor time is structured learning, not free play only. Show me the learning objectives. Send me photos and explain today. We learn counting using zones. If they can connect outdoor to PRESCHOOL, then I'm 100% supportive. Parents just need to be educated.
Yes, for me that's correct, Mrs. So, we have received so much. So, what's the best recommendation? 100% outdoor, 100% classroom, or a blended approach? If blended, what's the ideal ratio for preschool Indonesia? Can you give me your opinion, teacher?
Okay, my opinion. Definitely blended. 100% outdoor is impossible for us in national school with our teacher-student ratio and weather. 100% classroom and we raise children who are smart on paper but lack common sense and grit. From my experience, one outdoor session 4 days is the sweet spot. Even if it's just 30 minutes, so many 80% classroom, 20% outdoor. Monday, water play for science. Tuesday, nature math counting stick. Wednesday, gross motor skirt. This way, we still finish KSPK, but the kids are happier, less tantrum, and they actually remember what they learned because they experience it. Parents also see less sick kids because they get fresh air and vitamin D. In conclusion, based on my experience as a preschool teacher, outdoor learning is more effective in stimulating interest, enhancing understanding, and supporting the overall development of young children. Therefore, a balance between outdoor and indoor learning should be practiced with greatest emphasis on outdoor activities to meet the developmental needs of preschool children. Thank you. That's all from me.
Well done, teacher, for explanation. Thank you. How about you, doctor?
Berdasarkan kajian dan realiti di Malaysia, saya mencadangkan pendekatan gabungan blended learning. Tiada satu kaedah yang sesuai digunakan 100%. Untuk konteks Malaysia, saya mencadangkan kira-kira 70% pembelajaran dalam kelas dan 30% pembelajaran luar. Namun, pembelajaran luar tidak semestinya aktiviti besar. Ia boleh berupa aktiviti 20 hingga 30 minit seperti di taman sekolah, aktiviti air atau pemerhatian alam. Matlamat utama ialah pendadahan harian kepada alam semula jadi secara konsisten, bukan tempoh yang panjang. Ini memastikan keselamatan kesihatan dan pembelajaran akademik tetap terjamin. Kesimpulannya, dari sudut psikologi kanak-kanak, kedua-dua kaedah pembelajaran mempunyai kelebihan masing-masing. Pembelajaran luar lebih membantu perkembangan emosi, keyakinan diri dan kemahiran sosial. Manakala pembelajaran dalam kelas pula membantu fokus, disiplin, pembelajaran, akademik. Oleh itu, gabungan kedua-dua kaedah ini merupakan pilihan terbaik bagi perkembangan menyeluruh kanak-kanak prasekolah. Sekian dari saya. Terima kasih atas peluang yang diberi untuk berkongsi pandangan.
Thank you so much, Dr. Putri NURBAINUN. So next, how about you, Miss ESMEJOELLE?
Thank you, Ms. Moderator. Okay. As a parent, I vote blended session. 100%. Outdoor sounds fun, but I'd be worried about reading and writing. 100% classroom. My son already did that during NCO, and he became a screen zombie. I think 2 to 3 times a week for 45 minutes is perfect. So maybe 75% classroom, 5% outdoor. Enough to get the benefits like Dr. Putri mentioned, but still structured enough that I know he's learning his phonics. And please, schools, do it in the morning before 10 a.m. Don't make my son faint because of his stroke risk. If schools can guarantee safety and show us the learning outcome, parents like me will not just agree. We will volunteer to help. In conclusion, as a parent, I agree that both learning types, indoor and outdoor learning, have their own benefit. And a combination of both approaches is the best to encourage fun and exciting learning for children, because not every children is the same. That's all from me. Thank you.
All right. Thank you to all of our panelists for sharing. We have received so much valuable input today. To summarize briefly, all three panelists agree that both methods have their own strengths. Outdoor learning stimulates gross motor skills, creativity, and curiosity. Classroom learning provides structure, focus, and safety. The key may not be choosing one over other, but how we as educator and parent wisely integrate both based on weather, facilities, and the unique needs of each child. At the end of the day, our goal is the same. We want to see our children grow up healthy, happy, and knowledgeable, right? With that, we have come to the end of our forum today. A huge thanks to our panelists for sharing your expertise. Thank you as well to everyone in the audience for your time and attention. I am Aslinawati, signing off. Have a great day ahead and thank you for watching us.